Yo, look, man. So today's vlog, we're gonna touch on a couple topics. Basically, we're gonna touch on paying homage, credibility, real versus replica, and using the word inspired. And that's some of the. We're gonna make it real quick. I'm not gonna make it real long, but I just want to touch on these topics. First things first, man. Paying homage. That's a big part of like the game, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Especially with everybody now using the word inspired, and that word is being trickled down is basically I want to copy you. Paying homage is this. When I first came in the game, the people that inspired me, and this when I use the word inspired, that means the people that I seen them do something, I'm like, you know what? I'm motivated. I want to try to create something unique and different. You know what I'm saying? But they gave me the spark to do that. Is Dapper Dan and Just Don. Okay, so let's rewind. Let me educate y'all real quick. If you're not familiar with who Dapper Dan is, Dapper Dan was basically one of the pioneers to do a lot of this cut and sew stuff back in the day. He's an OG. He used to take old school Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all the big high-end brands, and he used to basically cut it up and like put it on couches. He used to do clothing. He's known for clothing. He used to just be a creative person, an artist. You know what I'm saying? And Dapper Dan, and from what I've learned, he didn't really get his just due. Yeah, he made a lot of money back in the day, but as far as the culture didn't really give him his credit until like just recently, until like a couple years ago, where, you know, Gucci reached out to him and now he's designing for Gucci. But that's just a little history that I know about Dapper Dan. But what I want to say is, man, I pay homage to him, and I always bring him up in interviews if I ever do an interview, because he was like, he the one that opened up the door for a lot of others to do what they're doing now. And it's only right for the people that come after him to bring up his name and give him his credit, because he was a pioneer. That's what you're supposed to do. And I feel like a lot of the new generation, they don't even do that. And that's kind of like why the game is so watered down, because it's like if somebody gives you a spark, or if somebody gives you that motivation to do something, why not give them the credibility that they deserve? I feel like. So I'm really big on that. And that's like I'm like a little older, so that's probably why I'm big on doing that type of shit. But I feel like the culture, that should be like a golden like rule. Like, yeah, if a nigga like low key gave you the motivation to do something, man, get a nigga his credit. Like, that's, I don't know. But if you ever go back to all my old interviews, I always bring up Just Don and I bring up Dapper Dan. You know what I'm saying? Because them is the pioneers that, like, you know, some of the things that I've done. But I created it. So let me go to Just Don. Let me go to him. So look, when I first came in this game, I started doing custom hats. And if you familiar with Just Don was doing custom hats way before me. And Just Don, in the interview that I watched, he was talking about the OGs that was doing the custom work before him. And the hats was called Buck 50 hats. And they would take basically Python, or they would paint the NY the NY logo, and it would just basically be customizing a hat. But from the interview that I watched, he was talking about them. So long story short, I watched that interview, and after I watched that interview, I'm like, damn, well, I want to do these custom hats, but I can't do no Python on the hat, because that's Just Don's lane. Like, that's, when you think of Python on a team hat, if you educated with the culture, you think of Just Don. I don't know why. He just stamped it and he did his shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I came in the game, I'm like, well, fuck, I'm gonna do something custom to the hat, but I need to create my own lane. And that's when I started putting fabric on the hats, freestyling them, doing one-on-ones. Every hat that I ever did, I didn't mass produce that hat. Let's just say if it was a Chicago Bulls hat, I didn't put 50 Chicago Bulls hats with the same fabric. I always switched it up. Which was like, to some people, they be like, bro, that shit's hard to do. But I feel like I always give the glory to God, because I got a gift. That shit is easy for me to do. You know, so So yeah, man. So I think like that word inspired, a lot of times people use that word and be like, oh bro, you inspired me, but then they would take your exact same idea and rip you off. I think when you use the word inspired, from at least how I feel about that word, it's about seeing somebody doing something and kind of like feeding off that energy and trying to create your own lane off what you've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just my opinion on it. A lot of people are just, this game is getting like, the morals and the rules on the game is getting watered down, man. And a lot of people are using words, they're not paying homage, or there's a lot of things that just, it shouldn't be. The game is like switching up, man. And my bad, I had got a phone call, but basically, yeah, that's kind of like my opinion on it. It's kind of like when we use these words, inspired, that's not a cop-out to basically say it's cool to copy what I do. Inspired means I sparked the interest for you to go do something that you want to do. At least in my definition, in my head of what that should be. And you know, a lot of times you see a lot of people be like, yeah bro, you inspired me, but then they trying to like really mega man what you do. They trying to take your whole, nah, it ain't that. I mean, I know that's where we at, but it ain't that. And so I just wanted to bring that up. And then a lot of things I wanna touch on too is like, since when has it became cool? And I want y'all to like engage with that on the comments. Since when has it became cool to glorify the replica? I thought like originality was something that was like, you know, like we used to glorify, like we used to glorify the artist, the person that came original, that brought something new to the world. Now it's like, it's cool to glorify the replica. I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? And like, that shit right there is like why I feel like the game is like trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think because you got a lot of artists, man. 9 times out of 10, true artists, they not gonna be the nigga that's gonna be yelling, I did this. Like, I feel like a lot of the real artists that I know that really is raw at what they do, they just do what they do. Like, they let their work speak for themselves. They ain't gotta go around gloating, this is what they did, this and that. I mean, unless they're in a situation where somebody asks them or they have to show the people what they do, they're not going around and gloating. So a lot of times, people are knocking nigga off, the true artist, and then you got the nigga that ain't really an artist at all. He just the mega man nigga that like, I need your artistry. And he'll go around acting like it's his shit, but realistically, nigga, you ain't do nothing. And then the people, you guys, who I say, you know what I'm saying, you guys are the people that support us and like show us love. It's up to you guys to do y'all homework to be like, is this dude authentic? Is this a replica? Is this dude like, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of times people don't do their homework, and I'm just one of them dudes, I always do my homework. But yeah, man, we gotta get better with that, because the culture is getting like, it's getting out of hand, because you got a lot of people that's just ripping off these artists. And that shit is, I know that shit, everybody gonna be like, well, that shit been going on forever. But just cause something been going on forever don't make it cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it like, it should be normal type shit. You know, it's corny shit happen every day, but in my eyes, just cause it's corny and it happen every day, that don't mean it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So I think like we gotta get better at, you know what I'm saying, giving the artist their credit that they deserve. And like, when you see a nigga, the replica kind of like, let niggas know, like, bro, this not the nigga. Like, I know the nigga is right there. Or like, that nigga ain't the pioneer, bro. That nigga should be paying homage to Just Down or you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's where that word homage comes in. Because if I come out and do something, but I pay homage to the nigga that did it before me, but my shit don't look like him, it's love. You feel me? But if you take a nigga shit, right? You take a nigga whole swag. It's like, it's one thing, like I said, from like, a lot of niggas is just taking a nigga whole swag and not even tweaking no shit or coming up with nothing new. And just putting their name on it. And that shit like that, bro, I'm from an era where like, nigga did nothing. And nigga want to try to take credibility for somebody else's hard work. I hate them type of niggas. And I don't even like to use the word hate, but I really dislike them type of niggas, because it's like, that shit corny to me. Like, a nigga out here being creative, putting in the work, making the idea turn into what's the right word? Making the idea turn into something tangible, something that you could touch and feel, and then another nigga come through who quote unquote might got some clout, or might just be a nigga that just, I don't know, see some potential, and just come try to rip a whole nigga shit off. And then the people, that's why I say real or replica, it's up to you guys to be like, nah, bro. And sometimes people don't even, I can't say it's the people's fault all the time, because if you don't know if you ain't never seen the real, you're not gonna know the fake. But once you see the real and you still being delirious on the fake, at that point, man, there's something wrong with y'all niggas, man. And that's why I'm kind of like want to do this vlog, because we, like I said, man, we got to get back to like loving the authentic, loving the real. Like, I'm a big ass Jay-Z fan for a reason. I'm a Jay-Z fan because there's not one point in his career I felt like it wasn't authentic at not one point. And that's why I'm like, I'm always referencing Jay-Z like this and that, because he's somebody that, when I see the game, bro, for him to be to where he at now and been authentic all the way through, that's the type of people we gotta start, you know what I'm saying, praising. Ain't nobody perfect. People have mishaps and this and that, but at the same time, he ain't do no weirdo, corny shit, I feel like, at any given point. And I don't really, I mean, I'm not in this circle, but for me being a fan, how like you guys are, you know, have been supporting me now and buying my stuff, it's like, that's what we buy into. At least that's what I buy into. I buy into, amongst anything, is the shit authentic? Like, does it feel real? And if the shit don't feel real, it's like, I can't support that. It don't feel like, nah. So I don't know, man. That's just some of the things I wanted to touch on, because like, I feel like as a culture, man, we not valuing our artists anymore, and we letting the corny niggas just come in and just, and y'all, it's like, not y'all, but a lot of people are glorifying that shit. They're just doing that weirdo shit, coming in, trying to take a nigga whole style and this and that shit weird and shit lame. And in prison we call that's J-Cat shit, like niggas is doing weirdo shit. And yeah, I just want to, you know, touch on that, man, because the game is real fickle right now, man. And niggas is basically on this get out. I've been talking about that. I mean, even before that movie came out, I've been like telling my immediate circle how niggas was. But once that movie came out, and then once niggas start, you know, seeing, like, I'm showing niggas like, see, I told you, bro, that's what niggas be on, this and that. Now niggas is like, damn, bro, G, you was right, this and that. You was kind of like, you was trying to bend put niggas on. But yeah, man, once I came in this game and I started, because before I didn't think none of this shit, bro. I didn't see none of this shit. But once I got in the game and started understanding, like, it's 10% and 90%. 10% of the people out here are artists, man. They bringing something new to the world. The other 90% is trying to capitalize off the 10%. And you know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at the game. You know what I'm saying? You got a very few amount of people that just really are, you know, they figured out their gift. Everybody has a gift, but it's like, it's rare that when you really trying to tap into yourself and you figure out your gift and then you start to master your gift, that's when your artistry just really shines, and that's when people around you want to capitalize off what you do. And like, yeah, man, that's a lot of this industries that we in, whether it's music, fashion, shit, I don't know, just all the industries, man. It's a lot of people just trying to capitalize off the artists. And man, y'all niggas gotta watch out, man. So from this vlog, man, basically take to what I'm trying to tell y'all is basically, man, watch out, man, because the game is, look around, man, the game is looking different. I didn't tell me I had some on my shirt, but look, yo, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all share these videos. Definitely appreciate all the new love and support. We're gonna be dropping more videos. My wife, she's working on a DIY that she's gonna be dropping soon, and just thank you, man. I'm here for y'all to, like, this shit, anything I done been through, I'm gonna try to drop the knowledge and share this shit. And it's love, man. It's UTM and shit. Y'all already know what I do. living, enjoying life, and spreading love.